Have you ever seen a real logging machine? It can cut down a tree in just 1 minute. Fully mechanized, the speed is truly impressive. This machine, developed by the Austrian company Wessel, looks like an excavator but with a claw instead of a bucket. The claw firmly grips the tree trunk, and a chainsaw attached cuts through it effortlessly. The machine's durable chain rotates at high speed, making quick work of the wood. The mechanical arm can stretch and retract, trimming branches and cutting the tree into precise lengths. In about 1 minute, the tree is felled, cut, and ready for transport. The machine can handle rough terrains with its off-road capabilities, using 4 anti-slip tires for flexibility in forested and mountainous areas. It's highly efficient, saving both time and labor. What do you think of this advanced logging technology? Chopping wood is a physically demanding task. Have you ever experienced sweating profusely and having a sore back from it? To find an alternative to traditional axes, a talented inventor from Poland created an amazing wood-cutting machine. It easily splits wood quickly. The structure is simple, made from an old wheel and a drive shaft. When in use, the drive shaft is mounted on the back of a tractor, and the wheel spins as the shaft rotates. The gap in the frame holds the wood in place and allows for easy insertion. As the wheel rotates, the wood is split effortlessly. It can also be connected to an electric motor, so it works even without a tractor. The machine can cut logs with a diameter of less than 10 centimeters. According to the inventor, it can process 30 tons of wood in a day, which is more than 10 times faster than traditional methods, and it only costs 200 yuan to build. A giant claw digs into the ground and pulls out an entire tree. This is the German-invented intelligent tree transplanting machine. To ensure the survival rate of transplanted trees, this fully mechanized machine plays a crucial role. 4 pedal-shaped shovels surround the tree, dig deep into the soil, and then tighten to lift the tree out of the ground, roots and all. Within a few minutes, it leaves behind a large hole. This machine is far more efficient than manual labor and, more importantly, minimizes damage to the tree by keeping the roots intact with the soil. After digging a similar-sized hole at the new location, the tree is placed in with its original soil, ensuring a 100% survival rate. It's quick and convenient. In addition to the 4-claw version, there is a semicircular transplanting machine that works similarly through hydraulic mechanisms. Both types carefully dig out trees and transport them to new locations for replanting. The process can be done by just one operator without needing extra labor. This really highlights the advanced mechanization of German industry. With a single swipe, messy branches are instantly cleared. This tool, known as the tree branch cleaning machine, uses arc-shaped iron plates that both stabilize the tool and act as blades. After pressing the start button, the engine powers the machine, which climbs up the tree at a speed of 4 meters per second. The rubber tires prevent slipping, and the blade cuts branches swiftly and efficiently, making tree trimming a breeze within minutes. Interestingly, people in India adapted this device into a tree climbing tool for harvesting betel nuts and coconuts. After attaching it to the base of the tree, the machine climbs up to 1 meter per second with a person on board. The user controls it by pressing the throttle and can easily ascend. To descend, they just release the throttle intermittently, allowing the machine to lower itself slowly and safely. This innovation makes tree work much more convenient and safe. Isn't that fascinating? When it comes to traditional wood chopping, most people think of farmers swinging axes, hard work that leaves you sore and tired. But a 45-year-old man from abroad invented a wood-splitting machine that makes the job effortless. The design is simple, with a base, transmission shaft, and blade system. Once started, the sharp blade rotates slowly, giving you time to feed the wood in. With minimal effort, the machine splits the wood into pieces. Unlike traditional methods where axes often get stuck, this machine ensures smooth, safe operation. In just a few minutes, large logs are split into 5 or 6 pieces. The inventor claims it can chop 10 tons of wood a day, making it 10 times more efficient than manual labor, all for a cost of just 200 yuan. Truly a wood-splitting wonder. What do you think of this invention? Share your thoughts in the comments. Did you know how Christmas trees are mechanically bundled abroad? A special packing machine wraps thin wire around the tree, spinning continuously to secure it in under 30 seconds. With Christmas approaching in less than a month, having a tree is as important to foreigners as hanging lanterns for the Lunar New Year. To ensure every household can buy a Christmas tree, this machine was invented. It drills into the growing tree, wrapping wire as it ascends. After packaging, a tree digging machine uses 4 hydraulic shovels to excavate the tree with its roots intact. Interestingly, these trees are primarily sold to affluent families to plant in their yards. For those used as decorations in homes, the process is simpler. Workers use electric saws to cut the trees at their bases. Because transport trucks can't access large tree plantations, helicopters are used to transport the trees to trucks after they've been drilled. At the packing site, another machine awaits, shaking off debris from the trees. Then, the trees are pulled through the packing machine, tying them up with wire. Isn't that fascinating? When we think of logging, we often picture workers with chainsaws, a skill not familiar to many households. Improper use can lead to serious accidents. In the US, about 36,000 people are injured annually while using chainsaws. To address this, an American company has invented a safety chainsaw called the Tiger Mouth electric saw, touted as the world's safest chainsaw. Its design resembles a small spade, with a semi-enclosed blade that protects users. To use it, you first remove the safety pin, allowing the handle to extend. Then, with one hand on the front handle and the other on the rear, you press down to activate the saw. This method allows even a single person to cut small pieces of wood easily. Whether you're unsteady or just a little clumsy, you can use it without worrying about safety. However, it can only cut branches that fit within the size of a tiger's mouth, so thicker wood won't work. For household users, trimming branches is usually sufficient. Additionally, it comes with an extension pole, enabling users to reach higher branches. What do you think about this innovative chainsaw? Using a wind-powered roller, the machine swiftly rotates to target and crush tree roots, pulverizing them and loosening the surrounding soil. This effectively cleans out old tree roots. Clearing trees can be challenging. Cutting down trunks and branches is straightforward with a chainsaw, but removing the roots is a different story. Roots are firmly embedded in the soil, making them nearly impossible to pull out by hand. This is where the grinding machine comes in. At the front of this machine is a metal drum, 40 centimeters wide and 30 centimeters in diameter, covered in sharp spikes made from alloy steel, ensuring durability and hardness. Mounted on a small bulldozer, the drum can grind down tree stumps above and below the ground simultaneously. Another innovative machine employs a mechanical arm that presses down on the tree's top, making it disappear in seconds by rotating 50 times per second. This machine can clean up both large and small trees effectively. Additionally, it can walk along the ground, clearing away weeds and debris, leaving a clean surface behind. Isn't this fascinating? Take a look at this machine. It features a long, curved blade that can rotate 360 degrees. Once it locates a tree, it aims at the base and plunges into the ground, rotating 180 degrees. The blade then emerges, lifting the trunk along with the circular roots. This is the spherical tree excavator invented overseas. The entire device is mounted on a small tracked vehicle. During operation, the hydraulic lift at the back lowers gradually to provide support. The hydraulic system drives the sharp, curved blade, which vibrates and cuts through the ground. It can sever roots buried underground, pulling the entire tree up, revealing a spherical root structure. The process resembles using a spoon to scoop out chunks from a half-cut watermelon. Once the roots are wrapped up, they can be easily relocated to the desired planting spot. In addition to this curved excavator, another design features a semi-spherical excavator with sharp teeth on the edges. When it's time to work, the machine clamps down on the root section and lifts the entire tree out, completely encasing the roots, eliminating the need for manual wrapping. The machine can then be moved to a designated spot, where it can simply be lowered to complete the transplant. Isn't this fascinating? Look closely. Have you seen a machine that chews through tree stumps? With a single bite, it tears off a chunk instantly, resembling a giant beast that hasn't eaten for days. This is the stump grinder invented abroad. Removing stumps has always been difficult. Previously, people created various stump grinders that slowly cut them down using sharp blades. While satisfying, the wood chips produced are hard to clean up. This new stump grinder solves that issue. It runs on hydraulic power and can be attached to a standard excavator. The front has two combined digging buckets with sharp edges, like a giant beast's teeth. When it grips a mature stump, the hydraulic drive quickly closes the buckets, easily crushing it. A quick upward pull removes a large piece of root. This machine can be called a ruthless stump killer. In no time, stubborn stumps are effortlessly removed. Additionally, there's a root extractor invented by farmers in China that can be attached to small tractors. It uses hydraulic clamps to grip the root, and with simultaneous upward force, the stump is pulled out along with the soil. Isn't this fascinating? Chopping wood is a time-consuming and labor-intensive job. However, inventors abroad have come up with various innovative tools for this task. One such creation is a spiral wood chopper. When wood is placed inside, spiral blades effortlessly slice it into smaller pieces, making the process much easier. Recently, they've even developed a rolling knife wood chopper. Let's see how effective it is. This device attaches to the back of a tractor and connects via a rotating shaft. 8 blades spin continuously, and the operation is straightforward. Simply insert small logs into the feed opening, and as the blades move, the wood is chopped into sections. In no time, a large pile of wood is ready. The process is smooth and efficient, requiring minimal effort since the branches are pulled in by the blades. The inventor claims it can chop 30 tons of wood in a day, achieving 6 times the efficiency of traditional methods, all for just 100 yuan. Isn't that impressive? What do you think of this wood chopping tool? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This may be the fastest tree clearing machine I've ever seen. Just press the accelerator, and an entire row of trees can be toppled in seconds. In an instant, they're crushed into wood chips. It can flatten both sturdy trunks and small seedlings. This is a self-propelled forest clearing machine invented abroad, composed of 2 main parts, a small track tractor and a front attachment designed for pushing down trees. The track design ensures it can navigate rugged terrain effortlessly. At the front, there's a bar with sharp teeth that knocks down trees as the machine moves forward. Behind it is a high-speed rotating drum, fitted with hardened steel and diamond tips, that effortlessly shreds tree roots, acting like a giant serrated teeth. After a tree falls, the operator can maneuver the drum close to the ground to turn the entire trunk into wood chips in no time. Its power is impressive. When it encounters small saplings, the machine can push them over and crush them all at once. In addition to clearing useless trees, it's also adept at handling mature tree roots, reducing them to dust in just a few minutes. Isn't that amazing? Watch as the heavy machinery moves forward. At the moment of impact, the tree falls instantly. This is the tree crushing machine enjoying its lunch break. Using the continuously rotating steel teeth at the front, it traverses the fallen tree, completely shredding it into chips in just a few seconds, performing a vanishing act on the tree. Clearing decades-old trees is no easy task. Using a chainsaw can be tedious and labor-intensive, with low efficiency. If the wood is of no value, it must be sent to a special grinder for disposal, adding to costs. This machine, known as the PT6 layer, features an 80 cm wide aluminum belt. With strong power and excellent off-road capabilities, it can tackle any terrain, whether flat or forested, with ease. During operation, the front mechanical bar first engages the tree, and the rotating drum below begins to shred the trunk as if devouring it whole. As the trunk falls, the roots are also crushed. Depending on the species, if the trunk has value, it is preserved; if not, it's completely pulverized. Additionally, there's a top-down tree shredder that uses a long spiral drum to descend from the tree's base, allowing an old tree to vanish in just 15 seconds. Isn't that incredible? Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. See you in the next video.